Sarah Jacobson, Marketing Artfully. Today I want to talk about your goal setting and how you plan out your goals. And first I'm going to start with annually because everybody knows this one. The first day of the year, you're all shiny. You have your resolutions that you're going to do. And you're like, okay, I am going to start and I'm going to finish throughout the year. Well, I have done a bunch of research into goal setting, and very few people can maintain something for an entire year. It's why the resolutions fail. So yes, it's nice to start something at the first of the year. And I have a funny story to tell. So I was going to make video a day for the year, and January was just not the month for me to start. And so like in February, I thought, I wonder if I should wait till next year to do it. That is my problem with planning on a yearly basis, because I could have talked myself into waiting a whole nother 11 months before I started my project just because it wasn't the first of the year. The next one I want to talk about is monthly. This is my all-time favorite way to plan, because I feel like I am a rock star at doing something for a month. So I will have a Pinterest month where I'm focusing on my Pinterest. I'll have a blogging month where I'm focusing on updating my blog and doing all that. I'll have a month where I'm focusing on doing my businesses better and maybe, finances and things like that. So a month is a really nice length of time. But the thing is, you can't beat yourself up for the things you're not doing that month. So I'll give you an example. This month for me, coming up, is going to be a video a day month. And I pride myself on the fact that I write a blog post a week, a really good blog post a week. Well, you know what? Since I am going to be doing videos every day, I don't know that I'm going to be able to do a blog post a week. And instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make videos for old blog posts and then update those blog posts. So instead of beating myself up, I'm going to not try to do more than I can fit in for the month and then go back and fix the ones I have. So that's kind of how I do my monthlies, and that's the one I do the best. There's also a weekly goal, and I think there's something so satisfying. I don't do weekly goals, but I do every Sunday. I will sit down and I will write out each of my appointments, things that are already scheduled in there, whether it's for business or whether it's my kids, something I have to do for them during the week. And I block that time out, because one of the things that I think we do is we think of all the things that we could do in a week, and then we're disappointed when we get done with that week and we feel like we haven't done enough. And I think if you time block and be very careful to see what is your perfect week. I have a whole worksheet for this. I'll put a link to it below. But in my perfect week is a lot of time to do blogging, is a lot of time to make videos, is a lot of time to do my shipping for my Etsy business. And once I have those time blocks in and I look at it, then that grandiose plan I have to do more social media or to set up this or to do that, you start to realize that there just isn't enough time in the week to do it. And so you can be more realistic about what you could actually get done. And last but not least is daily. And I do believe 100% in having a plan for your day. Otherwise, you're going to spend all day working and get to the end, maybe not have gotten the things you need to get done, or feeling like you did a whole bunch of work and got nothing done. So the way that I do my daily plan is I have 3 things that I have to accomplish. And I write them down with a little checkbox. And number 1, until I accomplish those 3 things, I don't do anything else. I don't check my email, which is other people's problems. I don't jump on Facebook. I don't do anything until I have accomplished those 3 things. And then I will put other things below that that I would like to get done. And if I get those things done, great. If I don't get those things done, that's fine too. But the problem is, unless you have a really focused grasp on what you're supposed to get done today, at the end of every day you feel like a jerk, because you're like, oh, I had this list of 20 things. I have a girlfriend who has a list of 50 things she wants to get done in a day, and so she fails every single day because nobody can get those 50 things done. Instead, if you're very specific and you're like, I have to get these 3 things done, and then I can move on to anything else that needs to be done. Now, as a business person, you might be thinking, These all have to be business oriented. Sometimes it is lunch with my dad. Sometimes it is, because he's only here half the year, so I have to make time to do things with him. Sometimes it is, clean out the garage if that's something that I have to do, or clean your office. You get to decide. The thing about being an entrepreneur that's so fantastic is that you get to decide what the important things are in your life. So that's my take. Hopefully it helps. Tara Jacobson, Marketing Artfully. And if you like talking about time and things like that, make sure to subscribe. And if you want to get all the notifications, make sure to hit the bell.